Just this route combo, guys, I don't know what it is with this post hook with that wheel coming in behind. Basically, we are just going to confuse these players. They're going to settle, turn, run into each other, and Godwin is just firing up along the sideline for an easy walk-in touchdown.
Thing that you say about me, my dogs like to play Madden and 2K, but one thing they don't do is play about me. My homeboy Tyler, he playing South.
What is going on, YouTube? King Reggie, and we are back. Today we are continuing my gun cluster offense into the Arizona Cardinals Playbook. Today we will be going over two setups, guys. The first setup is mesh post. It is a really good one play touchdown against cover 3 that I have not seen anyone else run anything like this, and then it's really good against cover 2. And then the second setup is going to be at a post dig, guys. This is a really good, consistent, easy yardage, just really easy gainer against cover 3, cover 4, and man coverage. Now, before we get into that, guys, I quickly want to just kind of go over the idea with this scheme. So with this scheme, guys, we're going to be in two different formations. We're going to be in gun cluster HB strong. This is really nice, guys, because this is going to give us 24 plays at our disposal. So, usually instead of just having these 12 plays in gun cluster, now we're doubling it up and we're just going to have a lot of options we can go to. The other thing, guys, in both these formations, we can go over in our packages to the 4 wide receiver package, guys. This is going to give us 4 wide receivers on the field. It's going to sub out a tight end, give us a ton of speed and a ton of playmaking on the field and really let us just, do some really unique things with this offense. And the other reason I really like this scheme, guys, is obviously if you look at the formation, it looks very similar to gun bunch. So that's going to allow us to use very similar concepts as gun bunch, attack the field in a lot of similar ways, but we're going to have a lot of unique setups and just, unique plays that aren't in a normal gun bunch. Now, I'll leave a link in the description, guys, and I'll throw up a card right now of the playlist for this whole scheme. So I think this is like 6 or 7 videos in, so have a bunch of zone beaters, man beaters. I also have an intro video, guys, that I definitely would recommend watching. In that video, I go over my audibles I use, the personnel that we use for this offense, which is very important, and then also the abilities we are running on all our guys, and that is very important. Also, definitely checking out at least the intro video, but check out the rest of the plays as well. Now, if you guys are new to the channel, guys, I try to do things a little bit different. I'm going to do really in-depth, full scheme, full play breakdowns. I'm going to bring you guys down onto the field. I have real gameplay footage, of me running all my plays weekend league and head-to-head when there's users on the field. You guys are going to see this stuff actually works when you're playing a real opponent. So if that sounds like something you would be into, definitely leave a like on this video and sub to the channel. I don't want you guys to miss any of the updates to this scheme and the future videos. Okay, guys, so the first play we're going to be going over is mesh post. That's going to be in gun cluster. And then the other play we're going to be going over is post dig. This is in gun cluster HB strong. Alright, guys, so why I really love these plays is for both setups, we're going to have a very similar motion. It is a little bit different. We're actually motioning a different player, but it's a very similar motion, so they're going to kind of work well off each other, and we're attacking different areas of the field while using that similar motion. Now, as far as mesh post, guys, I love this play because, like I said, absolutely just insane cover 3 one play touchdown that your opponent has not seen before. I promise you, I have not seen anyone run a setup like this. The first time you run it on someone, they literally won't even know why it worked, what happened. They'll be very confused because people are really used to seeing cover 3 one play touchdowns happen a certain way. So when you throw this at them, guys, they are going to be just like, what is going on, for at least the first time you run it. And it works really good against cover 2, guys. It's going to find a really nice soft spot in zone coverage against cover 2. All right, guys, and then as far as post dig, I really love this play as just a really consistent 10 to 15 yards. Almost every single time I run it, I'm going to pick up really nice yardage super consistently. It's going to work against cover 3, cover 4, and man coverage. And it's just, going to give you easy yards really consistently. The other reason, guys, is you will see in this setup, guys, once we start running it a few times, we are really going to get the user to overcommit. They're like, okay, we have to help. We're going to have to jump way out to the sideline to help on this corner route. Then we're going to have backside posts. We have a hook route in the middle of the field, and we're just really going to put the user in a really tough spot with this setup. All right, guys, let's get into the breakdown. All right, guys, so the first play we're going over is mesh post. Now, I try to make this screen for every single passing play I put out, guys. Basically, the idea with this is you're just going to have all the adjustments all the reads at your fingertips whenever you need it. So the first adjustment, guys, we want to have the cluster to the wide side of the field always for this setup. Then we want to put the inside receiver on the cluster on a curl route. We want to drag the backside receiver. He's already on a drag, but it's one of the drags that will hook up in the middle of the field if it's against zone coverage. So I just like the consistent drag coming across the field. Then we want to block our running back, and then we want to motion out the middle receiver in the cluster. That is it. Once he stops on the outside or at around the numbers, then we snap the ball. Now, as far as the reads, guys, against cover 3, we want to watch the outside corner on the wide side of the field. If they don't turn and run with the wheel route, that motioned out player, we're just, wait for him to clear past the corner. I'll show you guys in the gameplay, and we're just going to fire that in, guys, for, 70, 80-yard touchdowns, just so simply. Now, against cover 2, guys, a little different. We want to wait for the wheel to clear the corner in the flats. Then we want to just pass lead this out and away towards the sidelines, up and away, and just fire that in along the sideline. We're going to make it like a toe tap and catch along the sidelines. And then if the corner in cover 3 turns and runs with the wheel, we have the hook in the middle of the field. I basically never throw this post. That post is more there to help on the cover 3 one play touchdown. So I'm going to look to the hook over the middle of the field. Then I will look to the drag, guys. So those are adjustments. Those are reads. Let's look at the gameplay. All right, guys, so we have all our adjustments are in. We're going to motion Godwin out. Now, right away, guys, our eyes are going to look at this corner right here. He's rolled up, basically the deep blue defender. Our eyes are going to go to him right away. So we're going to snap the ball. This is actually their deep blue defender here. So he's going to get back. We have a hard flat here, curl flat here, and then deep blue defender. So basically, guys, we are just going to wait here. If he settles here on this hook and post, guys, these are going to hold him inside. Then this wheel route is going to fire up along the sidelines. And a lot of times, guys, if you watch my last video, a lot of times when a wheel route runs up the sidelines, the curl flat defender will switch into man coverage and run up the sidelines with that player. But for this play, for whatever reason, this player doesn't react. The corners get stuck inside on these two, and then watch, guys. Godwin is running up along the sidelines, absolutely just scot-free. No one even looking at him. We're just going to fire that in, guys, for an easy 91-yard touchdown, absolutely untouched. So it is that simple, guys, just reading that corner. Okay, same thing, guys. Motion out. We're going to be reading this player right away. Just watch what happens here, guys. So he's going to come out. Then he's going to switch. Look how confused. Just this route combo, guys. I don't know what it is with this post hook with that wheel coming in behind. Basically, we are just going to confuse these players. They're going to settle, turn, run into each other, and Godwin is just firing up along the sideline for an easy walk-in touchdown. Guys, I'm telling you, your opponent, this is a very unique beater that your opponent will have not seen before, and they will not know why it worked, what is going on, at least the first time you run it. You could probably run it 2-3 times before they really catch on to what is happening. All right, now we're going to look at it against cover 2, guys. Same thing, motion, the setup's the exact same. Now we're going to read the corner. So basically, guys, all we're going to do, we are just holding on, we're waiting in the pocket, and as soon as our wheel here clears this corner, so the corner is going to back up. Unless they're in hard flats, they'll stay down. But if they're backing up, when they hit their zone depth where they're not going to go any deeper, as soon as they stop, as our guy clears them, now we're just going to pass lead that up and away towards the sideline. And there's just a really nice hole that we can fire that in, guys. This is super consistent against cover 2. You just have to get the timing down, and that is an easy 25, 30-yard gain basically every single time. Okay, same thing, cover 2 again, guys, and this is basically right in 22-yard line, so almost in the red zone. Same thing, guys. We're going to read the corner. As soon as he stops and settles, as soon as we clear him, guys, you can see Brady pulling his arm back. So as soon as we clear him, we're even, we're leaving. Now we're going to fire that in. Look at that hole right along the sideline, guys, for just a nice 22-yard touchdown right in that hole against cover 2. Okay, same thing, guys. Same setup. Now we're looking out here, and I'm not sure what this guy did. I believe he manned this player up. So if you look at his cover 3 corner, he actually doesn't, he doesn't deep half him. He doesn't react. He's not following. but he mans this player up. So right away, our eyes are going to come off of that, guys. The post is taking away the user defender. So now we have this hook right in the middle of the field, absolutely wide open. You know, fire that in. There's no one within 15 yards of him, and that's an easy 15-yard pickup. All right, guys, so one more time, same setup. So this play, we're going to watch the corner here, and he's just going to turn and run with this player here. So I'm not sure. It's definitely zone on the backside. Something a little weird was happening on this side. I'm not sure if he manned him up or deep half him, but basically he's running there. So our eyes are coming off. He's actually user rushing off this side, guys. So we are just going to fire in this drag right away, turn up field, and that's a quick, easy hitter right up the middle of the field that you can always fire it in, guys. If that drag is open and you don't want to wait for things to develop down the field, you can always take that drag. All right, guys, so for post digs, now our adjustments for this, guys, we want to put the cluster to the wide side of the field. Then we want to put the middle receiver in the cluster on a hitch route. We want to put the outside receiver on the cluster. We want to put them on a streak or a fade route. Then, guys, we want to take the inside receiver in the cluster and we want to put him on a corner route and motion him towards the sideline and snap at the numbers or just before. Now, I go over it in my intro video, guys, the one I mentioned earlier that you guys should definitely watch. For the abilities for this scheme, guys, I do use Hot Route Master. So for this setup, you will need Hot Route Master. You can't really run it without it. So definitely, you know, if you can, I would definitely recommend Hot Route Master. So then the optional, guys, we can put the backside receiver on a post route. Basically, he's already on a post route, but it's pretty deep. So I just like to use the hot routed post route. It's just a little shallower and just gets to a better part of the field, in my opinion. Now, guys, our reads versus cover 3 and cover 4. Basically, we want to look to the corner route that we motion over. If the flat defender stays inside, we want to throw right after break towards the sideline, guys. And I'm telling you, this is pitch and catch. You are going to get so many easy completions with this play. Now, if the flat defender stays outside of the corner route, look to the hitch route inside. I also will playmaker this sometimes, guys, but basically if they take that away, that is fine. Just, you know, throw the hitch underneath, get 4 to 5 yards, and, you know, just live to fight another play. Now, if the user jumps to the corner route or the corner route's covered and he plays on the hitch, the middle of the field, guys, is going to be open. If the user's not there, we can just wait for that post route over the middle of the field and fire that in. Now, fourth reads, guys, this is just if it's in man coverage. Basically, I go over this once again in our intro video, guys. On this player, we have mid in elite. So when he runs this corner route, guys, he's basically going to have the route tech ability if you have your ability set up as I do. And he's going to get easy separation against man coverage basically every single time. So you can look there. And then we also have the backside post. All right, let's get into the gameplay. All right, guys, so we're going to motion Isaac Bruce out here. So we're going to snap the ball right before the numbers. That is basically when we want to snap it every single time. Now we're going to read this, guys. Basically right here, guys, this is cover 3. So now we are going to look. So this is the hard flat here. The hard flat player will never make a play on this ball. This is the deep blue defender. He's getting taken by the streak. You never have to worry about him. So now we are looking at this player here, guys. This is their curl flat defender. Basically, at this point, you should be able to tell. If he hops way outside here, don't throw it. But if he's inside like this, guys, we are just going to, right after the cut, you can see we're already cocked back, ready to throw, and you're just going to throw on break towards the sideline in that hole. And, guys, I'm telling you, that is such an easy throw, really consistent for a 15-yard gain almost every time. Okay, same thing, guys. So on this play, he has a cover 2 shell, which is fine. But now he has a curl flat on the field, so this is going to be really good for us. Now, the only thing, guys, I don't really call this against cover 2. I forgot to mention that earlier. I don't really call this play against cover 2. The cloud flat will do a pretty decent job covering this corner route. But as we can see here, guys, they have a curl flat on the field, so we are going to take advantage of that super, super easily. So we're going to snap the ball right away. So here's the curl flat defender, guys. We snap the ball, or we fire right after break. And nobody home, no one to the outside. We can turn that upfield for like a 20-yard gain. So basically, guys, unless people start to shade over the top, that is kind of the adjustment to stop this play. Most people don't know that. They're not going to realize that till maybe really late in the game in the fourth quarter. If they don't do that, these players will all stay inside, and this play will just get open against cover 3 and cover 4 basically every single time. Okay, one more time, guys. Motion over. Same thing, guys. We're looking at this play, and everyone's playing inside. Here's the curl flat defender, guys. He's just not getting out. He sees all vertical routes coming at him, so he's in his, in the AI's mind, there is no reason for him to hop outside. So then if we throw right on break, guys, this player is super late reacting. Throw on break. This was 3rd and 21, and now we get it to 4th and 3. Super manageable. One more time, guys. Motion over. So now on this play, guys, I've been running this play quite a few times. We're in overtime. So now the user is just overplaying. This is what I was talking about earlier, guys. You will see users start to really overcommit to stopping this corner route because it is so good. You see he's totally playing it. That is totally fine, guys. This is what I'm talking about. Now we can just take this little hitch route underneath. There's nothing wrong with that. I even should have thrown that earlier. Fire that in. That's a super easy 10-yard gain, and you can see the users just overplaying to that route because we've been gashing him so many times. All right, guys, so here we go. This is actually cover 4, so we're going to look at this player here, and what the guy did is he played over the top this time. So now look at the flat defender. He's getting out towards the sideline. So now when we go to throw this corner route, it is not going to be open. So that is what we're looking for, guys. That is kind of the key. Look at that flat defender. If he stays inside pre-snap, we know once he breaks, he will be open. So our eyes are going to come off that. Now we're looking to the hitch route in the middle of the field. The user's playing on that. So now I playmaker him out. We see the post in behind. The user reacts to the playmaker, so now we can just throw the post in behind him. You will see, guys, I could have thrown that even earlier, but I really like kind of that post and hitch combo in the middle of the field if that corner route is covered. All right, guys, one more time. Now, this is just going to be quickly against man coverage. So against man coverage, guys, we have to snap the ball before the numbers for our ability, our mid in elite, to activate. So right away, guys, we are going to snap, and you see here, we have an activation here, and we have Mike Evans activating, I believe, right here. Hard to tell, but we have a post, which works really well against man coverage, and then obviously this corner route works absolutely wonders. 5 yards of separation, throw on break, fire that in, get down, and that is just pitch and catch against man coverage. All right, guys, that is it. Really love both those plays. Definitely unique. Not really setups you're going to see most people running. Really love this gun cluster offense, guys. That'll kind of wrap it up for now. The next video, I'm probably going to do one more gameplay with this, offense, and then I'm working on a red zone kind of running offense out of the Arizona Cardinals playbook, and then we'll be moving on to probably a new playbook. I have a one in mind already working on the next offense, so definitely pumped for that. Thank you guys so much for the support on the channel lately, guys. It has been really awesome. So, if you guys like what you seen today, definitely, sub to the channel, leave a like on this video. Thank you guys again. My name is King Reggie, Gun Cluster HB Strong, Gun Cluster, and I am out.